English Balbharti, Unit 1, Lesson number 2, Go and Come. It is a very beautiful lesson. In this lesson, we will learn how to get things done from somebody instead of ordering and being rude to somebody. It is better to be calm and quiet and request somebody to do it in a polite way. Now let's start the lesson. Once there was a little boy who lived in a pretty little cottage. Cottage, a small, simple house. Now, this is a story about a little boy who used to live in a pretty little cottage. We find cottages in rural areas and villages. There was a lovely garden around the cottage. Different kinds of plants grew in the garden, and so there was a lot of work to be do there. Now, around this cottage, there was a very beautiful garden. Different types of flowers grew in the garden. There was a lovely garden around the cottage. Different kinds of plants grew in the garden, and so there was a lot of work to be do there. Around this cottage, there was a very beautiful garden. Different types of flowers grew in the garden. The plants had to be watered every day, so there was a lot of work to be done every day. First thing they had to do water the plants. Without water, they would not survive. So they have to give water to plants every day. They had to be given manure from time to time. Now, what is a manure? Manure is plants' food material mixed with soil to help plants grow so that plants grow properly. They had to be cut and pruned at the right time. Prune means cut off dead or unwanted parts of a plant to help it grow well. Just like we cut our nails, we have a haircut. Similarly, plants also need to be cut and pruned so that they can grow properly. The garden needed weeding and cleaning. Now, what is weeding? Weeding means removing troublesome, unwanted plants from a field or garden. Everybody in the little boy's family helped to take care of the garden. There was lot of work to be done and everybody in the boy's family helped each other. The boy had a very strict uncle who came to stay with them for a few days. The uncle believed in hard work and discipline. Now this little boy had a very strict uncle who had come to stay with them for few days. The uncle was very hardworking and a disciplined person. One day he saw that the boy was playing around in the house. So one day the little boy's uncle saw that the boy was playing in the house and not doing any work in the garden. The uncle sent the boy to weed the garden. Weeding, I've already told you the meaning of weeding. Weeding means to remove unwanted plants. Your garden needs weeding sadly. Here, sadly means very much. So the uncle said, go to the garden and start weeding instead of playing. But the little boy did not feel like weeding that day. Oh, yes, you can, said the uncle. Well, I don't want to. Not just now, said the little boy. But you must, said the uncle. Don't be naughty, but go at once and do your work. This is an order. Get up and go. The uncle was himself a hard-working man. He went away to carry on his own work in the another room. But the boy sat still. He felt that his uncle was being unfair. Now the little boy was unhappy. His chin began to wobble. He had a lump in his throat and his eyes welled up. He started crying. To welled up means eyes filled with tears. The uncle was himself a hard-working man. He went away to carry on his own work in the another room. But the boy sat still. He felt that his uncle was being unfair. Now the little boy was unhappy. His chin began to wobble. He had a lump in his throat and his eyes welled up. He started crying. To welled up means eyes filled with tears. Just then his mother walked in. "What's the matter, boy?" she asked. "Why do you look so unhappy?" "Uncle told me to weed the garden," said the little boy. So the mother asks, seeing the child unhappy, "What happened? What's the matter?" The child said, "Uncle told me to weed the garden and I'm not in the mood of weeding the garden." The little boy said, "I can't do it." The uncle was very strict and disciplined. He told me to weed the garden now. "Oh," said his mother, "what fun that will be. I love to weed it. And such a fine day. Can I come and help you to weed?" "Why, yes," said the boy. "Come, let's do it now," said the mother. The boy got up readily and went outside with his mother. The two of them weeded the garden beautifully and had a very good time together, working and chatting and laughing. Now see how the mother convinced in a polite way, because she knew that the little boy was upset. So the mother said, "Can I join you? We both together will weed the garden. It will be fun." The boy said yes. Now the little boy is ready to weed. Why? Because the mother is not ordering, but the mother is saying that she will also work and had fun. The boy was happy and said the mother, "Yes." So the boy stood up readily and happily they weeded the garden. Readily means quickly and without any difficulty. Now, chatting and laughing. Chatting means talking in a friendly way. Now, this is a lesson that I have explained how things can be done by convincing and not ordering. Thank you.